And then on the close of the sermon, the old sister started singing, "You cow dog, throw him away, you mule dog, throw him away."
Pole vaulting is an event in track and field, and the objective is to use a long pole to clear the highest crossbar that you can. And of course you want to be landing in the pit, not on the ground. And the pit is basically just a big cushion landing area. You got to have a really fast run up, and you got to build speed carefully to maintain a correct body position into the takeoff, which is the point where you plant the pole into an area called a box, and that's when you start to leave the ground. And then when it's going good, I guess it's just going good. There's some things that you can pick up real quickly and certain techniques off the ground that you can do, and you just get them and then just keep going up higher and higher. My dad's always pushed me pretty hard in pole vaulting, and started me about 12 years ago, and it started just with a stick in the backyard, and I picked it up and then started doing track meets, and he jumped 18 feet back in his day, so he knows quite a bit about the pole vault, and instead of me wasting time trying to figure things out on my own, he can already just give me advice on it and I don't have to figure it out.
12-9, it's not run rhythm and it's not body position. There's a good thing that came out of this. This is worth listening.
Still look up to him, still enjoy getting his feedback from coaching, although it can nag me a little bit sometimes. I think a couple years ago we did do a family vault where it was my uncle, my dad, myself, my little brother. I was jumping about 14 feet at the time, and we had a collective height of between maybe 85, 86 feet. So. Yeah, I mean, it's always fun to fly through the air. It's never really disappointing as long as you're leaving the ground. But there's always little technique flaws that you have to work on, and those can be real frustrating. I spent about 2 years trying to fix my bottom arm and get everything straightened out there. And once I had it fixed, it gave me about an extra 1.5 feet of height, and I was able to use bigger poles. So that was definitely a positive thing. 2 days ago, actually, I got the auto qualifier for the national championships at 17:10.5, and I made it on a 3rd attempt, and since you get 3 tries, that was my last chance to get the auto qualifier. And I had all sorts of adrenaline going on, so it really just came down to I had a little bit more speed and a little bit more strength off the ground, and technique stayed good, and I left the bar up. Enjoyed Eastern quite a bit, both in coursework and on the track. I've kind of been able to have the advantage of my dad as a coach for the last 2 years, so that was definitely a good thing. The environment's pretty friendly, and I was able to get new poles, and they do fly us out to some pretty big meets, so helped me out substantially and let me face better competition, makes you want to work harder and jump higher. That's why I like pole vault. The bar's always going up, and you got to go up with it.